Hey y'all. Okay, so in this video, I want to talk to y'all about my relationship with food, right? Identifying your relationship with food. Now, I'm talking about food because that's been my issue, right? That might not be your issue. Your weight might not be your issue. Whatever your issue is, just plug it in here. Put it in here. This is not the easiest video. This is not the easiest video, but thank you, Father, that you helped me get through this video. Something else God taught me over the years is to identify my relationship with food. The times I overate, why did I overeat? You know, of course there's nothing wrong with eating because you need to eat to survive, right? You need fuel. But there's a problem with overeating, right? Just like some of the areas I mentioned, it's not that it's necessarily anything wrong with enjoying things in this world that God has given us. It's the point when you go past the necessary amount. You know what I mean? When you do too much. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm gonna move forward. So identifying your relationship with food. Yeah, I'm looking at my notebook, so don't forget nothing. Isn't he cute? Look at my lion. He's so cute. Okay. All right. So identifying your relationship with those bad habits. So I'm just gonna share my stuff with y'all. I'm gonna share my stuff with y'all real quick. So one thing God showed me for my situation, and hopefully this helps you with whatever your situation is. But one thing He showed me was I ate out of being bored. He showed me that in the very beginning of my journey. And then He showed me I ate when I was sad or depressed. You know, we do that. You see the movies and the girl got broken up with and she just be eating ice cream and stuff. Eating, you know, all kind of stuff, chips in her ice cream. She be dipping her fries and shakes and stuff like that. But yes, and I also ate to celebrate. You know, Thanksgiving, we gonna eat, we gonna make a plate, we gonna eat till our stomach hurt. That was a part of the plan. I planned for my stomach to hurt. I didn't eat before I showed up on purpose. So He just had me identifying the different reasons I ate. And He showed me some areas of my life I traded one bad habit for another, right? And so when I was younger, because this is the one that He showed me this past year, and when He showed me it, it blew my mind. It blew my mind, but it's a part of my healing. You have to find the root cause of why you're over consuming what you're consuming, because whatever you're consuming, whether it be food, whether it be alcohol, whether you may be addicted to pills, whatever it may be, whatever you're over consuming, there's a reason for it. There's a reason for that. It's something you're trying to fix, trying to heal, but it's not medicine. It's not medicine for what you're using it for. It's a temporary fix, and God has a long term. He wants you to be healed overall. He wants you to be healed and whole overall. So anyways, He wanted me to share this with y'all. But so He showed me how I traded one bad habit for another. It's some things in my life He told me to let go of, and you know, when I eventually let it go, I started to eat more. For instance, when He asked me to let go of smoking because I was using it in His place. You know, the reasons I smoked was because I was stressed or tired. He wanted me to come to Him during those times. He didn't want me to seek, you know, that fulfillment from that area. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't smoking for fun. I was smoking because I had some issues I didn't want to deal with, you know? And so He wanted me to deal with them with Him. And He showed me when I gave up smoking, I started eating more. I traded one bad habit for another. I just put something else in its place. I didn't really deal with what I needed to deal with. And then this past year, He showed me that I ate out of punishment. Because I did do that. Like sometimes I would eat till my stomach hurt. And I didn't know why. And I would feel sick afterwards. And I would low-key be disgusted with myself afterwards. Like for real. Like, so He had to show me that. And y'all, okay, I'm just gonna say it. So when I was younger, I struggled with depression a lot. I was such a sensitive kid. I was so sensitive, and I had such a big heart, and I was so gullible. And so I got my feelings hurt a whole lot. So I struggled with depression, and I was a cutter. I was a cutter for a little bit when I was younger, and until like I really grew my relationship with God. And so it was like I just felt like I couldn't get right. Like it didn't matter what I was doing. Like I never did anything right. It was always something I was doing wrong. And so anytime, you know, I did something wrong again, I would go in my room and cut myself, you know, as a form of punishment for not being perfect. And so because I really and truly had a desire, you know, just to please everybody I loved. I really did, y'all. So, but it's not, even though I traded that, right? God had to show me that even though I gave that up because he told me to, because he told me he had a problem with it. Like I remember struggling with depression when I was younger. I remember the thoughts I used to have about myself, and I remember God telling me he had a problem with it and me letting it go and giving it up. He showed me that I just traded it with food. So sometimes I would punish myself by overeating. He said, you're just finding another method of punishment. Sometimes people drink until they throw up. Sometimes they drink until their stomach hurt. It's one moment when you was having fun and you was celebrating, and then it goes from being celebration to you, it's almost like punishment. Like why would you drink until you throw up? Why would you drink until your stomach hurt? Why would you eat until your stomach hurt? You know what I'm saying? One of the main reasons I really didn't want to ever share my weight loss stuff is because I didn't want to be judged. Like, if I had it my way, I would have never showed my before and after. Because a lot of people didn't see me at that size that I know. Y'all would have never known. You would have never known. Because I wasn't proud of it. It was a low moment in my life, and I wasn't proud of it. And God had to remind me at the beginning of my journey. He had to remind me that, you know, I was telling him I wanted him to get the glory. I wanted him to get the glory out of my life. I wanted him to get the glory out of all of my pain and everything I went through, right? And he said, how can I get the glory if you refuse to be seen? So, you know, that's why I shared my before and after, and that's why I'm sharing all these videos. It's not for y'all to see me. I don't have to be seen. I really don't. And so, but anyways, he wanted me to share this video with y'all to identify the relationship with the things you do, some of the toxic habits you have. Because when he showed me that I sometimes ate out of punishment, that blew my mind. And he brought me back to when I was younger and I used to cut, and he was like, you just traded one thing for another. You just traded one bad habit for another. So instead of, you might not cut no more, you know what I'm saying? You might not allow yourself to think suicidal thoughts or nothing no more, because I rebuke that stuff or whatever. But I would punish myself with food sometimes, and he had to show me that. And all right, y'all, I have to fix my camera. And so he had to show me that. The thing is, you can't get healed if you pretend that you're not hurting, right? If you pretend that you're not hurting, it's really hard to get healed. If you pretend there's not a problem and you keep trying to put Band-Aids on a problem, sometimes you need medicine. You know, you don't want to live your life on this earth the rest of your life trying to put a Band-Aid on things that need medicine. You know what I'm saying? So this video wasn't easy to talk about because I don't have to be seen. I don't have to be seen, but I hope and pray that it helps somebody. And even now, you know, he dropped that bomb on me this year about the punishment thing, that you just found another way to punish yourself for not being perfect. God, I've been going through healing with him like a lot of people for these past 2 years. And healing is not easy. It's so uncomfortable, but the worst thing you can do is pretend that nothing is wrong. And that, you know, or you put on for other people because you want them to think that you're perfect, but you're not. And it's okay that you're not perfect, because neither are they. People are hurting, and it's okay. It's okay. Everybody's hurting. We have weak moments. We're not always strong. Man. So, but anyways, y'all, just want to share this video. God has really been having me identify my relationship with food. Because one of the ways that I really got to that size of 400 pounds little by little, I traded one bad habit for food. Even though I stopped doing the things, I traded them. And he just had me over, looking over all of it as a whole. So these are areas to heal in, and you can't know where you need healing until you identify the wound, So you can't know where to put the medicine on. You can't know where to apply the medicine, where surgery. I don't know, y'all. I'm trying to say this how I'm feeling it, so I hope I make sense. But you need to know why you're doing what you're doing. Why are you sleeping with multiple people you don't even care about, and then you feel sick with yourself afterwards, and you feel empty afterwards? Why are you doing that? What are you trying to heal? What void are you trying to fill in your life? You know what I'm saying? No judgment at all. And that's one of the things God shared with me when I was hesitant about like sharing my whole journey. So what if people judge me? She got to this side, so what? I was hurting. I feel like I was drowning alive. And a lot of people feel like that. You just can't see it. You could see mine because I gained the weight. You could be drowning alive and hurting, and I can't see it because you look fine on the outside, but I don't know how many pills you popping behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, what we don't know. God just showed me that just like I had my poison, everybody got their poison to deal with. Everybody got their poison to battle, and a lot of times we just trade one poison for the next. You may stop doing one thing and do more of another thing that was bad for you too. And like I said, food is not bad because we need food. It's learning the right way to consume it. It's learning the right relationship with it. You know what I mean? Because it's one thing from eating food to celebrate to eating food till you're in pain. From drinking to celebrate to drinking to when you're in pain and you're making bad choices and you're harming your family and you're harming yourself. You know what I'm saying? You're harming yourself in the process. So, anyways, y'all, I hope this video helped somebody. But yeah, God had me. A lesson I learned through this journey was identifying my relationship with food. And it is a part of my healing process too, because as I heal, I can have a healthier relationship with it, and I can be closer to reaching my goals. So, all right, y'all. I hope this blessed somebody. Y'all be blessed.